I want to talk a little bit about livestock guardian dogs, and in my case, Great Pyrenees livestock guardian dogs, as well as birds, as well as Goldshaw Farm. So he made a post where he called his dog Abby a failure, and he spayed her at 9 months old. And if you know anything about livestock guardian dogs, you're not supposed to spay or neuter until they're 2. He called his dog a failure. By his standards, my dogs that are currently over there, those guys, Hawkeye and Maggie, would be failures as well. Now, the thing is, livestock guardian dogs aren't supposed to be super friendly like Maggie. No, Miss Conehead. She's got a big old abscess on her head from some ingrown hair. And you know, they're supposed to be self-sufficient and do their own thing and not really have to pay attention to you. The thing about livestock guardian dogs, especially Great Pyrenees, they're supposed to be self-sufficient. They're supposed to be self-sufficient at 2 years old. They take a long time to mature and figure out what it is that they're doing. So for Morgan to call his dog a failure, especially when he spayed her as early as he did, means that he doesn't know anything about livestock guardian dogs. He also had some controversy about registering them. I believe the breeder said that he does not have the rights to breed those dogs. And the thing about livestock guardian dogs, especially Great Pyrenees or Maremas or Anatolian Shepherds and stuff like that, is if you backbreed them, they start having deficiencies, issues with their bodies, things like that. Great Pyrenees, for example, if you have a Great Pyrenees litter that is all white, and you're looking for a dog to buy, you should not buy those dogs. Oftentimes the all white Great Pyrenees have health issues. Ideally, you want a Great Pyrenees litter that has, like Hawkeye, what's called a badgered Great Pyrenees, or a badgered coat. You'll get a litter that has white puppies and badgered puppies. It's a good healthy litter. It means that the dogs aren't inbred or backbred for white. The problem is most people want to select for a big white dog. So the big white dogs sell reliably and better and all the time. And people don't want the badgered ones, but the badgered dogs are just as healthy as a healthy white dog. But the litter should be a mixed. The problem here is with Morgan's post with his dog Abby. That dog is still a young dog. She's not a failure. And if she is a failure, it's a failure because of him. He failed to train the dog and failed to set expectations for himself. And I got a lot of nasty things to say about him, but, look, I did the same thing that he purports to have done. I worked in DC. I hated DC. I moved. I got a job somewhere else that I liked. Not my favorite place in the world. It's just a slog down there. Everybody's in it for themselves, and I get it. But a lot of the posts that he makes, a lot of the videos he makes, they're just garbage. A lot of fast cuts, a lot of, when you do a video like that and you do a lot of cutting, a lot of fast cuts like that, the problem is you lend people to suspect that you're lying. A lot of times my videos, and I know they're not the most eye-catching, entertaining, keep you engaged videos, my videos don't have any cuts. I try not to cut anything. If there's something gross or nasty that I have, like that pile of dog crap right there, I don't cut it out. There's no reason for me to cut it out. I want you to see what I'm doing. What that does is two things. It shows you that I'm telling you the truth about what it is that I'm doing. And it also makes it so that, like in the case of Crazy Goose Person, I have evidence, right? So I'm not hiding anything. There's no reason for me to. I live stream all my stuff, and it really shows you, even the MPIP tester said, I like what you're doing because it shows people where their food is coming from and what it takes to raise those birds. or eggs or, you know, whatever. A lot of the stuff he does is strictly for clickbait. It's a lot of, you know, it raises your awareness to that stupid thumbnail and makes you think that, you know, farm life is all glorious and, you know, easy and all that good stuff, and it's not. There's a lot of work that goes into it, a lot of planning, just a lot overall. You know, for me, I've automated a lot of the stuff that I do and made it even so that you guys can interact with it. But I watch other guys that don't know how to automate or how to make their lives easier, and they struggle. They struggle with, you know, transporting water, with feeding, with all that stuff, right? So, but anyway, I saw the video he did, the live stream he did. He called that dog a failure, and it's just really a good pointer to his ineptitude. You know, you always got to remember that whenever you place the blame on someone else, you always got 3 fingers pointing back at you. And you just need to understand that raising a livestock guardian dog, not the easiest thing in the world. They are hard-headed. They have their own determination. They go do their own thing. And that includes chasing birds. And I think that's what he said in his video, that his dog Abby chases birds. You know, Hawkeye, he's almost 2, and I got this little tiny bantam rooster, and he thinks that thing's a play toy. He chases that son of a gun all over the place. He can fly, so it's not really a big deal, but, you know, to say that your dog's a failure because they chase birds at that age, you're wrong, man. You're wrong.